Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everyone is staying nice and warm. I am in Florida, as many know, and it is freezing here. I have my jacket on, I have my long sleeve shirts. I need mittens. I need the gloves with the little fingers sticking out because my hands are freezing. And I decided to stay outside today, which in the outside Florida room. Not a good option, but it's okay. Um, I've been here all day. It's now getting a little bit cold, but we'll be good. So anyway, today it is week 9 of our turning point journey. It is a bonus week call. And the reason that I wanted to do this week call is so we could go back and just bring it back to a very important day. So just because the 8 weeks are over doesn't mean the work is done. It means the foundation has been laid out. This week, these weeks weren't just about learning. They were about transition, emotionally, mentally, and identity wise. Um, because the paperwork is one thing, but the hard works. Uh, there's that's where the real transition happens in the heart and emotions and feelings. Getting laid off after 10, 15, 20 years plus is no joke. So that hits your ego, your identity, your routine, your sense of safety. It can feel like grief, like it's a shock, it's relief, fear, anger, freedom, so many mixed emotions that comes with that challenge that we come across. All at the same time. So confusing, uh, which sometimes, like grief, it's hard to identify. We don't know until we know. So, and we're not sweeping all that under the rug. It's something that, again, we don't know until we know, and we have to face it when it comes. So we're meeting with grace, with faith, grit, and grown woman power, grown men power. Here's your emotional healing plus empowerment list. So we're going to do a quick recap of what we already went through from week 1. So the shock and reset. And again, we're not going to retrain on these. We're just remembering what shifted. Okay, so if you have not watched the replays, if you have not watched the videos, this is what they were about. And I hope that each video helps you accordingly. And please, they all have a worksheet with them. Please do the worksheet. Any questions, anything that I could help with, that's what I'm here for. I have the reason that I went with this topic, with this theme is because I went through it. And it's not just a matter of losing a job opportunity, it's also losing a person or losing just, I mean, we don't realize that losing something, whether it's a person, a thing, uh, something, we go through grief emotions. And actually, I didn't even know what grieving was until I lost my loved ones. And it was a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But those emotions come without like us really even expecting them. It is really crazy how our minds and how our emotions just react to certain things, but they do. Um, I'm sorry if it's a little dark here. I didn't turn my lights on. I normally do. So, yeah, so the first week, we went over the shock and the reset. This was about acknowledging the moment, everything, um, the moment everything changed, naming the disruption instead of brushing past it, acknowledging that, okay, wait a minute, let me sit for a second and figure this out. What happened? I went through that. I was like, whoa, whoa, wait, what just happened? Even when my the HR lady said to me, "Do you have any questions?" I was like, "Wait, what? I'm not even sure what's happening right now." Um, but again, these are changes that are unexpected. Um, so we have to kind of like stop for a second, pull it for what it is, and then just face it and keep it moving. So week two, we spoke about identity after the title, letting go of who you were for that job and beginning to meet who you are without it. Sometimes we lose a lot, or we don't lose a lot. We think that we do. We start we start thinking and wondering why this is happening. Is it really that corporate decided to uh replace me, or that they appreciate the work that I have done and they're just getting rid of my title. They're doing without. Why? I guess I wasn't that important, but that's not what they said to me. So it's always like some kind of a question when we go through that. So yes, of course, we are going to question ourselves. So number three, we went week three, we went through clarity over chaos, moving from what now to what actually matters to me. So it's good sitting back and just wondering what we're gonna do. Let's just leave the chaos behind. Let's just settle that there's nothing that I could change right now. They made a decision and I just have to go with that. And just let's also keep in mind that we are able to use this whole setup, this whole series on if you decide to work to leave your job. So you give a 2 week notice. Um I do have worksheets in there. I have a 10-day plan of what you need the documents that you need, the steps that you have to take, and the just a plan on what to do if you decide to leave your job or if you get laid off. So you will find that in the module. So week four, we went over structure and stability, rebuilding rhythm, not hustle, creating safety through simple systems. So just we went over one by one what we needed to do and how to create that structure. Week five, we went over support and community. Learning you don't have to process or rebuild alone. We all have a support system, whether it's your family, if you are in my community, you are able to talk into the community and just find someone to talk to. It is not healthy to have to deal with certain things by yourself. Again, this is a loss. And even if it's you planning on leaving your job and starting something else, it is okay to speak to someone. You could talk to me. I am here available, willing and able to help and assist on what you need assistance with. Uh, and you don't sometimes we don't realize that someone else has gone through it. I've learned so much in within the community. Uh, that was one of the things that have kept me here. And it's almost like, you hear other people's challenges, and it's like, oh my God, sometimes we feel that our challenges are huge, and they are for us because we have to handle them. But there's a lot of other people out there that go through the same thing, sometimes worse. And sometimes it's not that, oh, we gotta know everybody else's situation. No, sometimes just knowing someone else's situation makes us realize that we're not alone. We are just, we're going through things that people go through, and it's okay. So, yeah, so week 6, we went through confidence through action, understanding that confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build up by moving. So, we have to kind of like, let's just see it how it is. Your job does not define you. You had a title. Just because that title stopped within that company does not mean that they took anything from you other than your payroll, because you still know, you still have your knowledge. So, week 7, we went through vision and direction, seeing a future again, not just surviving the present. So, we went over, are you going to look for another 9 to 5, or are you going to retire, or are you going to uh take that entrepreneur mind that you have and make it work for you? We went over a few simple solutions. We have our program that to our workday that is actually, it's a proven program, and there's many of our members that are making it work for them. So obviously, if you are in the program, if you are here, it's because you have that entrepreneur mind. A lot of times we don't know until we try. And after working so many years, I mean, if we really, really think about it, our workforce days are very, very long. A lot of us work over 40 years, and that's a lot of years. That's more than half of our years. And um, there's no need for that today. So why not wake up that entrepreneur mind that we have and work on our own online business? So we went over that. If you want more information about that, please talk to me and let me know, because I could direct you through that. On week 8, we went over the Rise and Thrive blueprint, integrating it all into a way forward that honors your life, energy, and your values. So every one of these weeks touch something deeper than strategy. They touch transition. So we went over that transition that we all we need to go through when we lose our 9 to 5, or again, when we decide to go through that change. So, the paperwork, uh yeah, so keep in mind, it is nothing. Sometimes it's not personal. Sometimes we get fired because we do something wrong, but not always. And even if that's the case, it is okay. You are still taking knowledge with you. So that is a good thing. So transition into the emotional transitioning into the emotional transition checklist. That's what we're going to go through today. This is why I really did wanted to go back into our emotions, into our mental mindset, because it is difficult. Even between everything else that we do, all the plans that we work on, we still have that emotion, those feelings keep coming in. So um, we're going to go through the checklist for when you're being laid off after years of serving. that company or lose something or someone very close to your heart or close to your daily life routine. So doesn't matter what you lose, we go through a lot of time. For the most part, you go through that grieving process. So being laid off isn't just a career event. It's an emotional life event because this is part of your daily routine. So this checklist isn't here to fix you. It's here to normalize what you may still be feeling, even now. So this checklist helps you see where you are not to judge yourself, but to meet yourself with compassion. Shock and disbelief can last longer than expected. Don't be surprised with that. So, grief isn't weakness, it's an adjustment to loss. Identity confusion is normal after long term service, and healing isn't linear, and neither is rebuilding. So, give yourself some grace, give yourself um credit for everything that you have done. And it's again, we come across situations that we unexpect, but it's okay. It's okay. We just have to keep moving. So back to that checklist. Allow the shock. You don't have to pretend you're fine. Take a take a breath and whisper to yourself, that was a chapter. I'm still here. Let the moment land. Do not numb through it. Let it sink in. Do not get depressed. Do not get stuck in it. It's okay. Face it and keep it moving. It's okay. Sometimes, yeah, I get it. A lot of people say, don't put it out there in the universe. No, you have to kind of accept it in a positive way and just keep moving. Getting stuck could take you into a depression. Now goes there goes your health and everything else around it. So, number two, give yourself permission to grieve. Losing a job is losing a lifestyle, a community, a routine. You might feel, excuse me, you might feel disbelief, you might feel sadness, you might feel anger, emptiness, relief, even fear. Don't think something is wrong. Nothing is wrong with you. You're human and shifting identities. So we're human. Doesn't matter. We are going to have a feeling. It doesn't matter what kind of heart you have. It just happens. We have emotions. So don't feel bad for feeling. Feeling is good. Just don't get stuck in those um that could take you into the wrong journey. So, number three, journal the first shock thoughts. Dump it all out. Write it down. What hurts? What scares you? What am I relieved about? What did I outgrow? Naming emotions reclaims power. So just write them down and just like take a deep breath. Sometimes it takes that deep breath and out. And like I have done in my calls before, just and watch that breath. I know it sounds a little weird, but we can. Take just watch that breath go down to your toes and bring it right back out. Do that 3 times just so you could just get on your lane and get your thoughts together. Think of that breath going in and out. Excuse me. And see what hurts. What hurts you the most? Like, what is really bothering you? What are you scared about? And write them down. I do have a worksheet. I am going to put that worksheet together with this because you're able to log this down, and we'll go over the worksheet. Um, so again, naming your emotions reclaims power. Now, after you have all that written down, you will be able to just like, okay, you know what? I got this. This can be controlled, and I'm going to control it. So talk to someone. Why not? A friend, mentor, a friend, a mentor, a coach, someone in the community. Look for someone in our community, Rise and Thrive. Not someone who feel fear, not someone that you feel that it's not going to help you move forward. Someone who holds space and speak life. Someone that could help you um, just let you talk and let you express those things that you need to express, whether you're angry or you're happy that you're done or whatever it is, someone that could help you just go through the motion. And in the community, I'm sure that you could find a lot of people. I'm sure we all have families, we all have friends that we could talk to, but we have also created a lot of friends within the community. Find that person that you're comfortable with. I'm actually going to do an accountability call, and I'm going to set up accountability partners. So we're working on that. We have a lot of plans for the community. So please stay connected because we will find someone that we're able to group in with. And this person, you could be there for that person. This person could be there for you. We're here to work in our mindset, to work in our health, and work in our financial freedom. So we, we could count on each other. You could count on me. I am here to help with whichever way I can. So, number five, create a calm routine. When your life shifts suddenly, structure becomes safety. Morning grounding, do a little prayer, faith time. We have in within the community, we have someone that does a half-hour prayer. We start at 7 o'clock, and sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's 30 minutes. Sometimes we stay together and we talk a little bit and we ask for prayer. So that's a nice routine to get into. Um, do a gratitude list. Have a little pad next to you to your bed. Just wake up and just if you want to write it down as a journal, or if you want to just think, thank you, Jesus, for this, or thank you for I'm so happy that I'm able to wake up today. Thank you for my kids, my grandchildren. Just something nice that makes you feel good. If you're close by the water, like I am, I think of the water and movement. I wake up and I open my shades and I'm like, let the beautiful light come in, even if it's still dark out. Um, so whatever you do, you could do just light movement in the morning. And you could start a routine. Again, you either left your job or you were pushed to you had a forced retirement, as I say. So you're going to have life changes because you're not going to be in that routine. So it's okay to start creating a new routine. Um, one build one building my future action. Let's see, where am I? One. I'm building my future action. Evening grounding. Do reflect in the evening time, release stress, find the rest without guilt. Sit back. I know a lot of us at our age don't like watching TV. It's okay to just like, it's so funny because I was trying to find a show that I could just sit and watch. I just want to watch something. I just want to find something that, I don't know, just want to sit down without looking at my computer or my phone, nothing. I don't think I have done that yet. Actually, I think I did one time, maybe like a half hour thing. And then I was like, forget, I can't. So I ended up going for a walk, which that's a good thing also. So get some rest, even if it's just going for a walk. And don't feel guilty that you're not working because maybe it's meant to be for one reason or another. So separate your worth from your title. This brings me back to what I said before. Um, this is a spiritual shift. Just maybe you want to say this: I am not my job. I am capable. I choose evolving and called to more. Your value did not get laid off. You have that value with you. You are capable. You can see it as you're evolving. Now is your chance. I sat in the office for 15 years minus 1 month, and I learned a lot. I took that with me. I got my 440, I got my 225. I learned a lot, and I am grateful for that. I took a lot of experience with me. So I didn't leave that for them. Thank you very much. So honestly, a lot of times you're not valued, your title is not valued until you go somewhere else. I realized that yes, it is nice to be loyal and work for a company for years. I was telling my niece the other day that she says to me, Titi, mom told me that you have a lot of different careers. Now you have a new one. I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, I don't know. She says something about videos. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm an influencer now. I'm a TikTok creator. I'm a content creator. She's like, what? Yes, I work for attorney. I'm a paralegal. I did collections, so I did subrogation. I've done accounting. I've done, I was just doing billing. And I one time when I was in New York, I was running a deli business that had a gas station, had a flower shop. So yes, I now, but now, yeah, you know what? Um, I've always told my kids, it's okay. You know what? You're at one job and just to get you ready to your higher position, and higher. Sometimes if we don't get let go, we don't move and we stay stagnant in one spot. Why? I see that now. Why? But in reality, this is when I needed it because now I could work on my own line business and I could dedicate. So your value did not get laid off. I can use a lot of the stuff that I learned into my online business. And that's what I'm doing. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So let's go over to 7. Reframe your story. Instead of saying they let me go, why not say my season there is completed. I am stepping into what's aligned. This isn't rejection, it's redirection. So always remember whenever you think about what you lost or what you left behind, this is redirection. You're redirecting yourself to something better. So you chose to leave that job. You chose to leave that 9 to 5 because it was draining your life, your future with your family. It's taking so much time away. It's okay. You're redirecting yourself, whether it's to go back and look for a 9 to 5 or do your own, get your entrepreneur skills going. That's your decision. So you're redirecting yourself to become that legacy that you want to become. Set boundaries against panic. No doom scrolling, unemployment horror stories. No comparing your journey to others. We have a tendency of doing that. There's no need for that. No apologizing for resting. Oh my gosh. Fear doesn't get to drive. Faith does. Not too long ago. I told my husband, okay, I'm so sorry. I am home. No, I have not found a second to sit down because I love being on the computer. I love working on my community. I love looking for things that I could do to help my members. I love to do, he says to me, you work more now than you did when you were working your 9 to 5. I have no idea how I did it, but I did my online business and I did my 9 to 5. So no need to just like mope and be like, oh, no comparing. Like if someone says, oh, well, I went through this and this, well, I just lost my job because there's really like like no need to do that. Or if you're sitting down when your spouse gets home from work, don't feel guilty about that. Don't apologize because you're resting. Like it's okay to just start creating your own routine. And if it's rest for a little bit, you need to get rest. Why not? I mean, this is not a fun moment to go through. So visualize, visualize your next chapter daily. Just try to just close your eyes and just see it. I know it's a little stressful. Again, that was a big loss, but you are able to picture um how it is that you see your tomorrow. Just see peace, see different than what you were doing. Um, Gain ownership and like, no, you know what? This is what it is. This is my life and this is what I'm doing with it. And see the freedom, see the time abundance that what you could do, what you choose to do. Now is what you choose. So creativity. In our business, there's so much we are learning that we could generate an income. We could generate passive income with our passion. If you like to do scrapbooking, if you like to do drawing, if you like to go and do carpentry, if you whatever it is that you enjoy to do, you're able to create an income from that. So we have everything that we need in a box. So think of what you are able, get creative. Sit for a minute and a write yourself a letter to the younger you and write down what it is that you want to do. We have to work on that vision board. I'm actually going to schedule a day so we could get together and work on our vision board. Um, so a business or role aligned with your calling. So if you can imagine it, you're already halfway there. So if you see yourself just speaking to your community, if you see yourself doing content for your online business, then you can do it. You just have to see yourself there because it can happen. You just have to kind of like sometimes like we sit and feel sorry for ourselves. We need to stop that. So build your I'm still that woman list or I'm still that man list. So write 10 reminders. I worked 15 years disciplined in my DNA. I know how to show up every day. You showed up every day. You did this for 15 years. I did this for 15 years. So I could discipline myself. I know I could show up because I showed up every day. Well, 5 days a week. So I am resourceful because I was doing billing and accounting. I helped a lot of people. I trained a lot of people. So with that, these are things that you could do. These are things that I could do. I am loyal. I'm capable, resilient. I built legacies, not resumes, which is where we have to bring our thoughts. I want to become a legacy. I don't want to create a resume. A resume is going to tie me up another 8 hours a day, getting home. There goes the routine, weekends to run around and do all the runarounds that fit in 2 days what I need to do in 5 days. I know, I get it. We all have to work, we all have to make money. There is a better way. There is a better way. So God moved me. I am not lost, I am led. So don't let that either leaving your job or getting laid off guide you. You are being led. Just look at who you want to be in your heart because you could make it happen. So turn pain into power. Plan something meaningful. A new morning routine, a new era wardrobe piece, a mini celebration dinner. Why not? A vision board day. We're doing that. A day trip for clarity. Honor the transition. Whatever it is that, like, again, let's not mope about it. Let's not get stuck in that moment. Let's celebrate it. So my last day was on 10/1/25. And that was soon after then we had the holidays. And every time we met, like my kids would celebrate, yay, let's have a drink. I mean, I'm not asking you to have a drink, but that's my kids are adults who are in the 30s. Now they're able to do that. So we celebrated that they celebrated. This is the first time they have a stay-at-home mom. This is the first time that my grandchildren have a stay-at-home grandma. I have worked my whole life. I have worked since I was very, very young. I had 2 years of a break with when my kids were born. They're both 2 years apart, and I was working from home. I was still selling clothes out of my house. I was um I was driving for an attorney, doing intakes, and so I technically have not had a break since I started working. When I was 11 years old, I was helping my dad in his shop. I used to do the invoices for his clients. He had a shop, an auto shop. So I've been working all these years. This is like the first time that I have a real, real break. And well, before I started this job, I think I was out of work for 30 days, 16 years ago. So, it's celebrated. Why not? So turn the pain into power and honor the transition. It's okay. There's nothing that you could do about it now other than decide, okay, so am I going to do a 9 to 5 or am I going to do that online business? Am I going to work for myself? Am I going to start doing scrapbooking, drawing, or I'm going to go and do whatever it is? Make that decision and just let it rest and work on it. But don't let that spaghetti salad jump into your head. Celebrate it, shut that chapter, and it's okay. So practice your empowered story, not the, they laid me off. But corporate, close the door. I'm building my own now. You're not unemployed. You're reappointed. So though that's very powerful. And I want you to write that down. I want you to take notes on your worksheet, on your workbook. So you're not unemployed, you're reappointed. And that reappointment could be where you want it to be. So the core emotional message. You didn't lose security. You gained possibilities. You didn't fall. You were released. You aren't starting over. You're rising higher. This is not the end of a career. It's the birth of your calling. Next chapter. So again, give yourself some grace. You got this. You got this, and this wasn't an accident. This was meant to happen. So I am going to put the workbook together with this. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments on the module, in the module. I will be more than happy to discuss with you. This is the last day of this workshop, and I hope that you had some breakthroughs, and I hope that you count on me and find the support that you need. Um, I do have my information in the workbook. I Please do use it. If you go through all the worksheets, please do. If you have any questions, again, either put them in the module or um, you could message me. You could DM me through school, and I will be more than happy to assist. I also have a calendar in Start Here in the community that you are able to set up a one-on-one with me, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. Actually, I'm going to also put it in the module for this workshop. Uh, You will find my YouTube channel in there also. And if you are not part of Rise and Thrive with Success, please, I urge you to please join. Um, we have amazing members in there. There is a lot of good stuff and a lot of resources in the classroom in my community. You are able to join and find support. I have a module for caregivers. If you are a caregiver and you had to leave your job or were let go because of having to give your loved one, I do have a module there for resources. Also, please do let me know that you have joined because you are a caregiver. I am here to support, hold you close to my heart with that. Um, I was a caregiver to my mom and my dad, and I am very grateful that I was able to be there with them till the last second. So I am here for you. If you are that single mom that need to move forward with become financially free, please do talk to me. I worked 3 jobs. I was a single mom for a very long time, and I had to work 3 jobs in New York, one full-time and 2 part-time. So I know what that is like. Um, so please just also reach out if you lose your job. Obviously, that was my last challenge. Um, and here I am. I am happy. I am good. And I know this is going to work out for me. Uh, Things do take a little bit of time because we have to work with our mindset and with our emotions, which is the strongest part to work with. Um, because we're human, because that's just what happens. So again, I am here to support you through that. You will find my email, you will find the community link, you will also find my social media page. Whether you find this in YouTube or you find it within school or I emailed you, you will have direct connection with me if you need it. Do schedule that one-on-one. Um, so I also have a module in Spanish. If you are Spanish, please uh, go in and uh, look it up. Find the uh, find the module for that. I will be more than happy to share that this what you see here is going to also be translated in Spanish, hablando español, not translate the videos in Spanish, but yo personalmente hablando español. So please stay connected because we're doing a lot of stuff in Spanish as well. So again, uh, thank you everyone for watching the video uh, and being here, and I will be coming back every Wednesday as we do. Uh, okay, sorry about that. I will be posting on what the topic will be next week. So, uh, any questions again, please just let me know. I'm going to stop. Diana, please don't go away. I'm going to stop the recording.